here, about to start this winners finals of this silver bronze bracket. Right now, we about to start off on this hard point. Real quick, we got Atlanta Dazed, Sydney Dingoes with reactions, links, ponchos, helper. We got Berg, Gonzo's monsters. We got me, Top Life. We got one guy. That one guy. How you doing, that one guy?
I'm doing pretty good, that is for sure. Excited to see how Vanguard goes. First cast for me on Vanguard, so I guess we'll see how this one goes. I don't really know a whole lot about the maps. I haven't played too much of it, but you know what? It's a learning experience as we go. You know, first few days of Vanguards, it's how it kind of goes. I'm sure all the players, all the teams are learning the map as well. And as we kick on off, it's going to be a nice little 22-2 so far for the side of Atlanta Dazed. They got that lead right now, and the question is the rotation starting to come on in, maybe 15 seconds to go. Sydney on the hill, but we'll have to see how things start to play out as we get into this match.
Yeah, as we get into this match, we do got to see how rotations was going. We do see player one, who is Berg, is already at this next rotation hill. We're watching Helper. Helper gets the kill on Gonzo. That's a good kill on Helper, but the point is being held by Atlanta as this P2 hill does kick off. That's 2 down in the side of Atlanta Dazed. So Atlanta Dazed right now is showing pure domination right now in this hard point to start it off. Linkster right now just got a kill, but he's still waiting for his teammates to make some plays so they could try to get on this hard point. But right now, Atlanta Dazed is holding this hard point down as the early go bit.
Yeah, Atlanta Dazed right now, yeah, they're definitely looking pretty good. You know, I had the setup already for this hill. I think this is a team for the side of Atlanta Dazed where they're probably going to be letting Sydney Dingoes here probably pick up some scrap time. They may be one of those teams that start to early rotations, you know, get those solid holds. You know, again, 15 seconds left. Sydney Dingoes now on that hill, but looks like in Atlanta Dazed, they're going, hey, let's set up onto the next hill. Let's let them get this scrap. And that's perfectly fine strategy for them. They can sort of start to soak up a majority of the time. You know, if Sydney Dingoes want to try and get rotations, I think that might be sort of the move to go for them if they can get those early rotations, get the solid holds. Basically, they got to combat Atlanta Dazed, I think, a little bit early now. Otherwise, they are going to be starting to be I don't know, going down a little bit in that lead. You know, the lead is going to be extending for Atlanta Dazed if they sort of keep up this pattern. But this one looks like a really tough one to break, with it being pretty much up against the wall. And well, there you go, flurry of kills coming on through. Monster with a few kills, rest of the team as well picking up some kills. And well, Sydney Dingoes, they're going to be spawning on in. The question is, what can they do? Can they get these kills to break onto this hill? This might be one of the ones where you just sort of try and catch Atlanta Dazed off rotations and maybe hopefully get the next hill.
And you hope we try to get the next hill, but Monster and Reckless are just feeding up the kill feed right now. We're just getting killed. Monster's on a 5, Reckless is on a 6. They're not letting Sydney Dingoes get nowhere near close to this hard point, and you can see that player 3 is already on this rotation to this next hill, but Sydney Dingoes looks like they already are there on this early rotation. The first gun battle between Poncho and player 3, who is Monster, is getting ready to happen, and that win is good by Poncho to take Monster off those streaks, which is good, but who knows how there goes the kill streak. I was just getting ready to say how the kill streaks work in Vanguard, because this is, you know, like he said, our first cast, so we're going to learn this game as it goes, but there is 3 down in the sides of Atlanta as they break into this hill.
Yeah, they're going to be trying to go in. I think for the side of Atlanta Dazed, they should have another streak under their hand. I think Monster got a streak. I think Reckless was like one more than him as well, so I think he should have a streak as well. So that should be interesting to see how that one sort of plays on. Now, this map seeming a lot more open, so, you know, streaks like that, the glide bomb is probably going to be very big for getting players off the hills or just catching someone off guard a little bit, getting some, it's pretty much a little bit equivalent to the cruise missile. I don't think it's going to be quite as powerful as the cruise missile. You know, you only have the one shot as opposed to cruise, which has the extra missiles and then the main one, but definitely still useful to try and get some control, you know, force people to sort of move away. And you know, if you're smart, you can use a streak to, you know, sort of guide people to where you want. So, you know, if your people are in the open, you know that, you call in the glide, you know they're going to be going to the building. So the players on your team got to be set up. They got to be ready for those players to start to flood those kind of buildings. But right now, Sydney Dingoes starting to pick up a little bit of ground here. Possibly they have the hold here, but I think Atlanta Dazed, for the most part, I mean, with that streak last time around, they were able to come on in, get some kills, and where there you go, another streak comes on through as well. But this time, it's going to be a little bit more of a struggle. The hill being a little bit more indoorsy here. It's really just forcing Atlanta Dazed to really come on in with the gunfights, and well, they're able to start to do so, but some kills, some trades coming on out left and right kills, though looking to go in the way of Atlanta Dazed.
Atlanta Dazed are starting to get the kills, and they do break into this late kill time. They are leading right now, 165 to 69 right now, which is a big lead, 100-point lead right now. But this rotation is on, and Atlanta Dazed is there for the hill. Monster Gonzo is getting kills. Monster on a 2 streak right now. Monster is actually on a 4 streak. And they're just holding down these hard points. They're just rotating early. They know the spawns. They got on the game. They got on the rotations. They probably was playing their ace, and they know the rotations. They're picking up all the kills, all the spawns, and they're not letting the Sydney Dingoes get close to this hill again. But as I say that, there is a good nade kill, and there's a break by the sides of Sydney Dingo.
Yeah, they're able to get a little bit of time here, but I mean, for the side of Atlanta Dazed, if the Sydney Dingoes are able to get away with a hill or two, that's certainly fine. I mean, you get to 187 to 82. So Atlanta Dazed, they have a 400-point lead. That's about a hill and a half, give or take a few points here and there. But you know, for the most part, it gives Atlanta Dazed a little bit of playing around with. So again, yeah, Dingoes, they have a good P1 on this next set of rotations. At least I believe it's a P1. I think we're starting all over again with the rotations. Again, still kind of learning the map here. But, you know, they have a strong hold. But Atlanta Dazed, you know, just say chalk it. Let them have that hill. Let's just sort of set up for the next point. And that's exactly what they do. They get that hill time control, and I mean, they cross that 200-point mark. Sydney Dingoes yet to cross that 100-point. So it's in a very dangerous territory for the side of Sydney Dingoes.
Yeah, it's getting very dangerous for Sydney Dingoes. The Atlanta Dazed is just rotating. They know the map. They rotating. But as I say, that reactions is with a nice little break. But he finally gets taken down by a team nade, which is unfortunate. Atlanta Dazed is back on this hill. They could try to win it here if they could just hold on to this precious hard point time. Reckless just put beams on another kid, and then there it goes again. There's a break right there for the size of Sydney Dingo. This hill right here is getting scrappy, but Gonzo comes in at the end and takes Lynx's off his 3 streak. He's holding down these last little 3 seconds of the hill. There is a rotation going on. Sydney Dingoes does have an early hill, but player 3, Monster, was on his way, but he finally got taken down, and that's Sydney Dingoes. By to take control of this early hill, they need to try holding hills together, like you said. They need to keep all Atlanta Dazed back, but right now you can see Atlanta Dazed, they're playing together as a team. They're coming in slowly, and they're just making the kills they need to make to break into these hills.
Yeah, Sydney Dingoes, I mean, they just need to play pretty much perfect COD at this point. I mean, sure, they can hold down this point, that's fine, but the rotations, again, Atlanta Dazed has been so good on getting those rotations. So, I mean, Sydney Dingoes has to play 2 things at once. They got to both hold on to the remaining point. They have to rotate over. It's a very, very tricky situation to be in right now for the side of Sydney Dingoes. Again, Atlanta Dazed right now, they haven't quite breaking on to this point number 1, trying to come on in. Not going to quite happen. It's going to be getting taken off, but I mean, they're just so close. They're just set up. I mean, it's pretty much the opposite of the last set of rotation. You know, Sydney Dingoes with this control, and it's going to be Atlanta Dazed trying to catch the other team off rotations. And the question is, can that get done? I mean, the hill, it's so far away. Sydney Dingoes, not a whole lot of time to go around the map, and they're spread out across the map. They're going towards sort of this weird double wrap. Well, 2 of them are going to go down on one side of the map, and while the other 2 trying to push a little bit more closer to the hill. But, I mean, there's just not a lot of support right now. They're trying to push on in. The time's starting to run on out. It's down to 10 seconds left for the side of Atlanta Dazed to take this win. And they get it. Helpa trying to get some kills, not quite able to do so. Does back down, is able to find one, and well, there you go. Sydney Dingoes able to break on in. They're able to sort of delay this still. Atlanta Dazed, not that much time off of that. They're still 2 points away, but it's so very close. Again, that wire, it's still very tight. Sydney Dingoes, I mean, a great rotation, something I don't even think they should have had. I don't know how Atlanta Dazed kind of let that one happen, but they're able to sort of pressure. They're able to sort of push on in, and well, the battles are getting fierce. This is really where both teams need to make a stand.
Yeah, both teams right now need to make a stand right now. And you can see that Sydney Dingoes, they're fighting for their life. They're doing everything that they can to keep Atlanta Dazed back off this hard point right now. The final 10 seconds to go. The rotation is on right now in the size of Sydney Dingoes. They are at this next rotation. So right now they're starting to get rotations. Right now all they got to do is just keep holding Atlanta Dazed back so they can slowly start fighting their way back into this hill. And there goes a kill from Helpa on I can't even see the names, getting blurry on my end, but it's okay. I'm going to keep calling this Sydney. It's on this hard point right now, and they're holding it down. Helpa is on top of this little platform, little sniper area, and he's getting kills. Player 7, Pancho, he's holding up precious hard point time. Atlanta Dazed with 2. Sydney Dingoes with 2 down straight to keep Atlanta Dazed back. The first kill in, and there is a break by Burrow with 2 down, but he gets traded out, and now Atlanta Dazed on this hill, and that is the game for Atlanta Dazed, and that was just a pure domination domination hard point by Atlanta Dazed.
I mean, it was something. I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know if I'd call that pure domination from the side of Atlanta Dazed. It certainly was within the first half. You know, it was like 200, like 30 something to like sub
You got
100.
the bomb is lit bright and but we're gonna get through this as we start off this S&D. You can see that these players are making a slow pitch through this mid side, coming through this B bomb side. They're getting close to the side. Gunfire is fire. Reactions got traded out by he got Reckless got the first blood on reaction, and that's how Atlanta Dazed starts off this search and destroy.
Yeah, Reckless trying to find a kill, not quite able to do so. Is forced to sort of back away a little bit there. No kill coming out from him. I thought that was going to be another kill right there, but didn't quite end up happening. So Sydney Dingoes able to sort of get away a little bit. You know, some slight casualties there, but nothing too big. But just like that, some kills going on. I don't even know. Kill after kill after kill. The round is over just like that.
Yeah, just like that, Atlanta Dazed takes the 1-0 map advantage in this search and destroy. Played a really good defense. Reckless had this corner that he played that was just really well. He played it real good, and nobody could get him out that corner, and that was Atlanta Dazed taking this 1-0 lead. Now we're gonna see what they try to do on offense. We did just see a B push, so we're gonna see what Atlanta Dazed is gonna do when they get the bomb.
You know, we'll have to see both teams looking like they're about to sort of come together in a second here. Maybe not. There you go. Sydney Dingoes. That will eventually start to spread on out. It's just a matter of fanning across the entire map right now for the side of Sydney Dingoes, just trying to get all their bases covered here, trying to watch all the angles that they can. And but once that caller comes on out, hey, Atlanta Dazed are making this push. What kind of rotations can we see from Sydney Dingoes? What can they get going? What can they get done? How can they collapse in on the enemy team? And well, for right now, it's going to be a 4v2 situation. Reactions coming on down. It's going to be sort of near his teammate, possibly some support, but his teammate's going to go down. So Reactions, he at least knows the location of kind of one, but unfortunately, going to lose that gunfight there, is going to be going down. And well, just like that, it is going to be Atlanta Dazed up 2-0 in this S&D. And well, so far they're looking pretty good, but it could possibly be like the hard point. I think the first hard point would just sort of more or less the side of Sydney Dingoes, again, starting to learn the map, starting to learn rotations. And the same could be said for the S&D, maybe just starting to learn where you need to look, how you need to look, how you want to address these bomb sites.
Yes, like you said, how you want to address these bomb sites, where you need to look. But right there, we saw Atlanta Dazed. They made that A site, and they protected it very well. And we can see that Sydney Dingoes look like they're going to try to do a quick push through this A site, try to get a player through mid really quick, and try to catch these players from Atlanta Dazed off guard. But you can see Reactions. He's looking for the first blood. Can he get it? He got the first blood on Burr, so that's a good first blood. But then Gonzo gets another trade on Poncho, so it's still 3-3 in the side. Was no favorable advantage. The bomb is down by this A site, and there you can see Gonzo with a nice little kill on Linkser, so that makes it 3v2, and there is Gonzo with another kill, and there it is. Atlanta Dazed just went on a killing spree, and the kills just started stacking up.
Yeah, this is a position where you start to get very comfortable if you're the side of Atlanta Dazed. Up 3-0 right now in the early game. A nice, healthy lead for you. I mean, it would take a lot to lose that lead. So at this point, Atlanta Dazed, I mean, they're pretty much halfway through what they need to get done. You know, they won 3 rounds. They just need 3 more to go. The side of Sydney Dingoes, I mean, they got to get around is what I'm seeing here. They got to get around if they want to stay competitive into this game. They want to really just show Atlanta Dazed that, hey, you know what, we are here too. You know, we're not just gonna lose, sort of lying down a little bit. But there you go, Reckless with that first blood is gonna be taking down Reactions there. So right off the bat, Sydney Dingo, they're gonna be down a man. There was about to be engagement there. We're gonna take a slip on off, but there you go. Gonzo for the backside is able to find one. Well, that turns it down to a 2v3 situation. And while this B bomb site could get planted, because the side of Sydney Dingoes, I mean, there's no one around right now. They're just still on this A site.
Yeah, Sydney Dingoes is still on this A site. Gonzo, he's on an 8 streak, 8-0, doing all he can. Reckless, 4-0, playing big for his team. Atlanta Dazed, now the bomb is finally going down on this B site. You can see player 3, Poncho, and Linkser are starting to make this rotation. Let's just see. Gonzo is putting shots on player 2, who is Linkser, but he couldn't get the kill. Player 3, I think they just ran by, and there he goes. He finally gets taken out by Reckless Poncho. So Linkser, he's in a 1v3, trying to get to the defuse, trying to make a play for his team because his team needs him to make a play this round. But it looked like the time is starting to stack up against him. He's getting close to the bomb. He's sneaking up on it. He's going for the ninja. Let's see if he can get the ninja defused. But then there is the play right there made by Atlanta Dazed. And Atlanta Dazed goes up 3-0 in this search and destroy. Well, 4-0 in this search and destroy.
Yeah, I would have been very surprised if he got that injured. Honestly, you got like 3 guys alive. It's like there's no way. If you're like maybe in like a 2v1 or a 1v1, I feel like that becomes ninja territory. Once you're in like a 3v1, the other team has to absolutely have no clue what in the world's going on. Honestly, in most scenarios, I'm not saying it's not possible, but that's a tall ask when there's 3 people are alive. You got to know that you got to have at least 2 people sort of looking around, and then one person pretty much generally just like sort of on that bomb site looking at it. But there you go. Some shots going out, some kills. Monster finds 1. And well, it's a few more kills coming on out, some sort of trades. And well, it's going to be a 2v3 situation right now. Linkster could find 1 on the corner. There you go. You get 1 kill there. Is able to sort of walk away a little bit alive. Goes up against a gunfight for the other one. Doesn't quite get the kill. He is going to go down. And well, that turns help left alone in the 1v2 situation. Got a little bit of a information that, hey, there's sort of 1 around mid, but as time ticks on down, that possibility starts to sort of fan out as a lot of different positions can be covered. And well, there you go. In the end, it is going to be Atlanta Dazed. They are going to be winning that round. They go up 5-0. Well, now they're just 1 round away from taking this. So Sydney Dingoes, they have got to pull out something special.
Yeah, Sydney Dingoes has got to put out something special, like you just said. But Atlanta Dazed right now, they look like they're just got like the perfect strategies going now. Their gunny is just working right now, and right now they got this closeout round 6-0. But you know, Sydney Dingoes, and they can fight back. They need to take it 1 run at a time, try to get back into this. But as I say, that Atlanta, as we start off this round, Atlanta Dazed is making the bomb, and there's Monster with the first blood on Linkster. I think that might have been a sniper.
That was a
I'm
sniper.
not sure.
That was a sniper.
I'm pretty sure that was a sniper. And then Burr with the nade on reactions. So that leaves Atlanta Dazed quickly up to the 42 advantage with the bomb starting to make. Well, the bomb is still close to this A site. The bomb's already planted. My bad. I'm way off. Lost the action. But that's Atlanta Dazed with the win 6-0 to win this search and destroy 6-0. And that was the dominant fashion that we saw kind of at the beginning of the hard point that just carried over for this whole search and destroy. And there's the snipe we saw from Monster of tournament throughout this whole side of the silver and bronze.
Yeah, I definitely see how this one goes. Again, Eagle's Nest, certainly a little bit map that I think people should be more familiar on. But yeah, winners finals. Loser goes down to that. Losers go down to that losers finals, I believe. So we should see how that one plays on out. I guess I don't know if we're gonna watch that later, but if we are, that'd be cool. That'd be fine. But you know, loser at least still has some life in them. That, you know, they could get a rematch potentially later up in the bracket, but we'll have to see how that one goes, I guess, after this one plays on out. But right now, Atlanta Dazed getting quite a few kills there. Gonzo with 2, Reckless with 1. A little bit of response from the side of Sydney Dingoes, but the hill right now going to Atlanta Dazed. It is going to be a very, very close one right now, 13-13 as Sydney Dingoes. Well, they are able to take an early lead, and well, from the start of this, at least looking fairly competitive, and looks like the fight for the rotation is on. But it is going to be Atlanta Dazed right now, trying to hold that position. Can they get it done? Linkster's trying to get a kill. There you go. Is able to finish that one off, and is going to be rotating around that backside. And well, more towards the front of the hill, Sydney Dingoes a series of kills just go in their favor. Gonzo is able to find 1 though, and well, the spawns really helping Atlanta Dazed. I think at the moment it is going to be Sydney Dingoes sort of spawning the backside a little bit, but this one looks like it might be a tricky one to sort of come on out. This one might be one that you can sort of get the opponents into a little bit of a spawn trap.
Yeah, this one is one you get them spawn trap, or just probably just spawn them all the way. Oh yeah, spawn them, trap them, like you just said. There's Reckless, Monster, and Reckless with some more kills, and there you go with Atlanta Dazed picking up plenty of time on the speed tip. But there's a player that just went down on the hill, so nobody is currently on the hill for Atlanta Dazed. But now they finally get on the hill to soak up the rest of this hard time. So this hill right here, this P2 hill, it's sort of looking like a money hill. Like it could be a money hill, and there is Burrow with a nice 2-piece, Monster with kills, Gonzo with kills. Atlanta Dazed right now is just feeding up the kill feed right now, and this rotation is on. And they are already there. But there's Linkster. He has 1 kill. He's trying to get his team right back into this, because they know if they get a break and they hold just like Atlanta just did, they can get right back into this game.
Yeah, reactions there with 2. That's gonna be nice. Another come around the corner. Does he know? He does. He gets the pistol kill, and just like that, he's gonna be going on a little bit of streak. He has 3 kills to his name. I don't exactly know how many you need for streaks in this game. I would imagine maybe somewhere around that 6, 7 mark. But we'll have to see. Is well, reactions. He keeps it going. He's able to stay alive. He has on a 4. And the question is, does he keep that up? Does he keep that alive? And a nice little sneaky little spot in the corner there. And well, there you go. Gonzo comes on in. Gonzo goes down, but there you go. The kill comes on out. Reactions will go down. I don't think he has a kill, but Reckless here, he's starting a streak of his own. He's on 3 to his name at the moment. And well, now rotations, I think, starting to come on in for the side of Atlanta Dazed. They're sort of tracking the remainder of the scrap time here, but this one certainly looking a lot more competitive than the first hard point. 64 to 65. It's been lead change after each and every hill.
Like you said, lead change after lead change after each and every hill. But you can see Atlanta Dazed have made this rotation with a nice 3 to 4 down. There's 4 down, it's size 5 down for Atlanta Dazed as they're just picking up the kills right now, holding down this hard point. Hoping he's trying to come in. He's trying to be the first one to break in. He's waiting for his teammates all to get there. Now they finally came in. Player 4, he finally got the kill, and there is the break. And that's Helper. There's Helper with 2 kills, and that is Sydney Dingoes on this hill. There's Helper with another kill. Helper's on a nice little 4 streak right now, and that Sydney Dingoes picking up this hard point time. Atlanta Dazed all coming through this little hallway time. I mean, this little hallway area, trying to come down these little steps. But there's the hold for the Sydney Dingoes right now. Gonzo jumped through the window, but he finally gets traded out by Reactions. Reactions on a nice little 3 streak. He's 12 and 12. He's playing real good for his team, but he finally gets taken down by Monster. Monsters is on this hill. The hill is scrappy. This hard point right here, Eagle's Nest, is going to be a scrappy hard point if this is how it's going to be for the rest of the year.
Yeah, this is also a very important match, again, for the side of Sydney Dingoes. Just sort of recap a little bit with Atlanta Dazed being up 2-0 so far. The Sydney Dingoes need to really fight and hold on. They need to take this win to even make the reverse sweep even possible. And, well, the shot punch not quite able to come on. And he's going to go down, get the punch off. But, you know, can't quite get that finishing blow. But there you go. Atlanta Dazed, a series of kills coming their way. Reaction's able to sort of respond with 1, but trying to come on in. The rest of his team start to provide some backup. There's going to be 1 in the corner there. Doesn't quite know that, so Gonzo is able to get a nice little pick there, but will be going down as Sydney Dingoes. I mean, they're fighting for this hill. There's still 17 seconds left to be had on this one, so a decent amount of pointage to be going to either side at the moment. Well, this spawn's coming on in for the side of Atlanta Dingoes. Sorry, not Atlanta Dazed. Both teams start with the letter D. A little bit trippy for me, but the rotation's coming on through. Number 7 sort of setting up a little bit. Helpa, though, could possibly find some players. He's in a good position, finding 1. He knows there's a second. Can't quite get that one done. And while he's going to go down, and while Poncho is at least able to sort of finish that kill, so to start what his team finish what his teammates started there. And well, flurry of kills. Sydney Dingoes, good positioning so far on this hill. Do we see another lead change?
We could see another lead change right here, and that's what we have seen. And that was a good play by Helper because it gave his team just enough time just to break onto this hill. But as I say that, Atlanta Dazed, 3 down, to break onto this hill. Sydney Dingoes, they're trying to break, they're trying to fight back, but they're trying to fight back in this hill. But Atlanta Dazed, they're holding their angles, and there's reactions with 2 down. I don't think you know. There he goes. He's on this hill, and that is going back and forth between both teams. They're just getting the right amount of kills, and they're just breaking the hills exactly when they need to break the hills. Poncho's on this nice little flank, but he gets taken down by Burrow. Sydney Dingoes is still on this hard point, still soaking up time, taking this lead, getting a 9-point lead as this next hill is going to break with Atlanta Dazed all on the hill with a nice 4 down for Atlanta Dazed. They're keeping Sydney Dingoes back right now. And this is kind of like how it's going right now. One team on the hill at first, and then the break comes in, and the team gets the rest of the scrap time. But right now, we can see Atlanta Dazed is holding on to this time right now.
Yeah, they're able to hold on right now. We'll have to see how this sort of continues to go as Sydney Dingoes, they're trying to push on him, but it's not happening. This hill, both times in a row, Atlanta Dazed seeming to have the knowledge, seemingly pretty much able to just sort of hold their own right now, really sort of shut down Sydney Dingoes. But as I say that, Sydney Dingoes are able to come onto that hill are starting to get some of that pointage right now. There's still 15 seconds left on the board, but Atlanta Dazed looking like they're still going to be trying to fight for this hill. Reaction's finding one, and it doesn't really look like there's going to be a response for that kill. As well, he gets the information of where his team is spawning and does get tagged up a little bit, but it's going to be Atlanta Dazed on the other side of the map with some control. There's going to be some threat maybe there from number 3, not going to quite happen. As number 3 and number 2 are going to be going down this rotation. Not really working out for the side of Sydney Dingoes as the hill starts to pop on up, but now it's going to be trying to them coming on in. Well, Gonzo finds one, finds another one with a pistol. Well, that is going to be trying to get the kill. There you go. Reactions. He's like, hey, I know that spot. That's my spot, buddy. Comes on in, but unfortunately will get traded on out, and well, Atlanta Dazed is still going to be remaining strong on this hill.
Yeah, Atlanta Dazed is going to be remaining strong on this hill. Monster made a big play to keep Atlanta Dazed back for their opening time of this hill. But right now the hill is going scrappy, but then there is the kills for the sides of Burrow and Monster. And there's Monster with a nice 2-3 piece 4. Oh, he almost got 4, but he almost stopped shooting, but that was a good play. Atlanta Dazed is still on top of this hill. They're going to go up right now to get this 200 point lead to 200 to 160. Oh, Atlanta, oh, right when I say that, Sydney Dingoes break. So that the end of that got a little scrappy. Nobody took the rest of that, so it's 161 and 196 when this hill pops off. Nobody is on this hill right now, but Sydney Dingoes now are the closest to this hill. Let's see if they get on. They finally get on, and there's the kill by reactions to make sure that they hold on to the early time of this hard point.
Yeah. Yes, sir, indeed. And well, Sydney Dingoes, I mean, they're trying to hold on. Atlanta Dazed with a little bit of a lead, and well, I mean, they're starting to pull ahead a little bit now. It's much later in the game, but this is sort of a position where both teams, I think, are starting to find their place in terms of pacing, in terms of how these teams want to play this. But there you go, reactions coming on in with the glide bomb, able to find 2. And now the question is, can his team sort of wipe off the kills that they need to really push on in? Doesn't really look like that's quite the case as Atlanta Dazed are able to respawn in, start to get some control on this hill. But there you go, reactions finding 2. Is on a 4 at the moment. Could find another glide bomb here at a moment if he can play this one really, really nicely. But I mean, Atlanta Dazed, they have this lead. There hasn't quite been that lead change in a little bit. So it's on Sydney Dingoes. I mean, it's not as big of a push that they needed to make in the first hill or the first map, but starting to get to the point where Atlanta Dazed pulling ahead. Sydney Dingoes, you can't really let that happen too much.
Yeah, they can't really let it happen too much, but right now you can see Atlanta Dazed has finally picked up. They finally probably figured out the rotations, and they're starting to rotate early, starting to get to these hard point times, and they're starting to go on streaks to make sure that their team is holding on to the hard point. And you can see this hard point starts off. You got player 8, Reckless. He's waiting for player 3, and that's Poncho. Poncho takes him down before Poncho gets traded out by Gonzo. And there's Gonzo with a nice 2-piece. He's holding down the hill. They only need 10 seconds left to win this game. And there is 4 down in the sides of Atlanta Dazed. There goes the streaks, and that could be Atlanta Dazed winning this hard point, and they do 250 to 183. Atlanta Dazed win this hard point 250 to 183. They win the series 3-0. They started picking it up towards the second half of these rotations of this hard point, and there's Atlanta Dazed are going to be waiting in the grand finals